Hello, hello, my beautiful humans. I hope you're doing well, feeling well, smelling well, being nice and kind to everybody, including yourselves. This honestly isn't going to be a long episode, but I think y'all will enjoy this one. This idea came to me one day, and I was like, I would love to talk about this because one, I want my audience to have a diverse range, and like I want people of all age ranges and ethnicities and genders and like all backgrounds and whatnot to be able to come here and like still relate to at least a couple episodes of mine. You know what I mean? Like, I want this to be a safe space and like something people can learn from, no matter who you are, how old you are, or like anything of that sort. So yeah, because yes, I am 22 years old, but I have the ability to speak to and hopefully touch, adults, parents, kids, aunts, uncles, grandparents, dogs. No, I'm just kidding. So I want this like for real. I want to have it a diverse range, but also this episode is honestly more for my current or future parents, or honestly, if you're a sibling, or if you babysit, or if you're an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, anything of that sort, because anyone can ask the question, how was school? And that's really what this episode is all about, is what are other things we can ask besides how was school? Because, oof, yeah. Also, side note, Spotify has allowed me access to the video podcast feature, and I'm really excited about that. And I really want to use it for many, many reasons, but hopefully soon I'll feel comfortable enough and have my own little place set up enough for me to have create a little safe space for me to record these episodes and like show you what I look like behind the scenes of recording these. At least for my Spotify listeners. Maybe I'll make a YouTube for those who don't listen on Spotify but still would rather watch than listen. I don't know. We'll see. Also, if you hear any sirens, screaming, crying, anything funky, like just know I am recording this in New York City, so I do not have the time, space, or technical ability to edit those out. So thank you for being patient with me, and I'm sorry if you hear any sort of anything in the background, okay? So that's long enough. There are so many better questions on what you can ask instead of how was school. You cannot tell me that you have never been asked the question, how was school? The only way that's possible is if you've literally never been to school in your whole entire life at any point, and like even at some point today, you probably still get asked this question, how was school? And like, bro, if I had $1 for every single time I've gotten asked that, I could probably afford my tuition. No, I probably still couldn't afford my tuition, but it's fine. Anywho, I really wanted to give a list of alternatives to ask because honestly, I know, at least for me and those around me, like, we don't like being asked this question. Like, it's such a repetitive question, and it's not ideal. It's not fun. It's not cute. Like, it gets old really fast, and there's just so many better things you could ask me. Because honestly, if you do ask me, like, almost 100% of the time, the answer is going to be a lie. Like, even if I had a really bad day, I'm going to tell you, how was school? Good. Like, I'm not going to go in depth. It's not a question where it's elaborative enough for me to go in depth. Like, how was school? Good. What did you learn? Stuff. Like, like, especially if it's someone you don't really feel like talking to. Like, at this point, I just got home from school. I want my snack and I want to go to my room and I want to take a nap. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like talking. Like, when you ask that question, you know more than likely the answer is not going to be a true or elaborate answer anyway. So, like, this is why I'm having this conversation, because there's so many parents or family members listening that I hope will listen to this today, and or like siblings, and like genuinely take some of these alternative questions and put them to use and just observe how the dynamic changes. Like, watch the energy shift, watch your bond get deeper over time using some of these questions instead of how was school. Like, I'm so serious, and it may not happen right away, but like give it some time, like switch up some of these questions I'm about to give you and genuinely observe, like, are you guys closer? You know, do you and your child like have a better communicative relationship now because you ask different questions, and like these questions actually lead to more questions, and you actually learn more about them, and you get to know the other person on a deeper level, like, you know what I mean? So what are some questions you can ask instead of how was school today? Simply, have you drank water today? Like, I don't think you understand how many people I've personally run into that it's like, no, I haven't drank water in 2 days. And I'm like, I'm like, girl, drink your water. Boy, drink your water. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, it makes me so sad. And like, there's so many of those tweets where it's like, have you drank your water today? Like, drink up. And then like, it'll like cuss at you. But it's like encouragement to drink water. So literally asking, have you drank water today? Hopefully they don't lie about that answer, and then like maybe they'll go get a cup of water, because maybe they'll actually be like, you know what, I haven't drank water today, thank you for reminding me, like something as little as that. Or you could ask, have you consumed a good amount of nutrients today? Like, what did you eat today? Because you know how many people haven't actually ate, you know how many people don't actually eat whether they're in school. Like, maybe not so much for my little kiddos out there, like K through 12, nope, K through like 6th grade, but middle school and high school students, especially nowadays, like, genuinely take the time to ask them if you ate and if they would like to eat, because sometimes they haven't and they won't. Just ask them if they ate today, okay? Yeah, get those nutrients in, because your health is very important, okay? Ask them how their spirit is. Like, how are they doing? How are they doing on a spiritual level? Like, how is your mental health today? Honey, I guarantee you, if you ask about their mental health, like, maybe they won't be honest with you the first couple times, but once you ask, like, asking how is your mental health today instead of asking how school is today, that shows that you care about me and my well-being versus like school. You know what I mean? Because there's so many more important things in school right now that you could ask me, and like that's going on in my life, and you would maybe never know how my spirit is. You would maybe never know how my mental health is if you asked me how school was. What else? So you could ask, like, you know, what made you smile today? Did anything make you smile today? What was your favorite part of the day? Like, tell me about it. Like, you know? And if they're closed off to this conversation, that's okay. Try a different one tomorrow, because maybe today they're not feeling it, but the next day they'll be open to it and they'll actually appreciate it. If nothing has made you smile today, like, can you show them something that has made you smile? Like, you personally, if they say, no, I haven't smiled today, or like, I don't know, like, show them a funny video, show them what made you smile. Can you find a picture that made you laugh? Like, let me reiterate also that these questions can be used from preschool to PhD, like mad grad students. Like, these are questions for any and all age. You can ask a 5-year-old what made you smile today, and you can ask a 26-year-old what made you smile today, and you can ask a 5-year-old how's your spirit today, and you can ask a 25-year-old how is your spirit today. Like, these questions go towards all ages, genders, ethnicities. Like, no question gets left behind. Like, everyone is included in this, okay? Like, has anyone told you you're beautiful today? Like, can you compliment them? Can you be like, has anyone told you that, like, that outfit looks really good on you? Has anyone told you that your smile makes me smile? Has anyone told you that you smell really nice today? Like, these are conversations that can be had instead of asking how was school, because I guarantee you your bond and your relationship with this person that you're asking these questions to will change and shift once you start incorporating some of these things. Like, hands down, no, I'm not going to pay you money to do this, and like, this is not a betting competition. Like, oh my gosh, like, I tried to ask this and like it didn't actually work. Okay, what, you tried like 3 times and then you gave up? honey, that's not how this works. This is a long run thing. For as many times as you ask how was school, this is as many times as you have to ask all these questions. And still be patient with the person and their response. Okay? Thank you. Like asking like what could make this day better for you? Like what was your favorite part of the day? Like, like little questions like this can really make the person think, because it's like, ice cream would make this better for me. Like you may get some silly responses from the kiddos, and that's okay. Like maybe y'all will go get ice cream later. I don't know. It's just like these questions signify love. These questions signify, it shows that you care. It shows that you have compassion. It shows that you're a safe space. Like when you ask more engaging questions, it genuinely shows that you're listening and that the door is open and the floor is set for a more in-depth personal conversation. And like I said, maybe they won't open up to you right away, and that's okay. That's okay, but please don't give up. Please don't give up, especially if you're a parent like trying to actually develop a relationship with your child and a stronger, more meaningful relationship with your child or whatever, or your sibling. Like asking them about their mental health, asking them if they've smiled today, asking them if they've drank water today, I promise you means so much more to them than asking how school was. I will pinky promise you on that one, okay? Like it shows that you care, and then they're honestly more than likely going to open up to you automatically eventually, because they know that this is a safe space to share. And honestly, we all need more safe spaces in our life. Like I need more safe spaces in my life where someone asks me, have I drank water today? I don't even know the last time someone asked me that question, Like, I don't know the last time someone asked me, have I ate today? But, like, it really is those little things that make all the difference, because I promise you someone's not drinking water. Someone hasn't drank water. Someone hasn't ate today. Someone is not taking care of their mental health today. Like, maybe today is a bad day. Like, but we wouldn't know because no one asks. For us, it seems like no one cares. And maybe your way of caring is asking how was school, but I'm telling you right now, there are so many better opportunities and alternatives that you can use in order to show that you care and be like, hey, are you okay? That's another question. Be like, are you okay? And like I said, they may not be honest with you from the first time, but please do not give up on them and keep asking. Like, also, you can do this throughout the day. Like, text them midday and be like, hey, have you drank water today? You drinking water? Don't be annoying. Don't overdo it. Don't overkill it. Like, everything in moderation. And maybe some days, you do ask how was school, and after a couple weeks later of using some of these more personal questions, they will tell you how school was and be like, actually, you know what? I cried in the bathroom today. Like someone like it really, these questions can foster a relationship and build a sense of belonging and, like I said, a safe space. And we all need safe spaces, okay? A space to express, a space where we know that you won't make fun of me if I tell you I had a bad day at school, actually, a space where I can actually tell you, I want to tell you if I had a bad day at school. And then eventually you will get to this point where maybe you don't even have to ask the question. As soon as I come home, I tell you how my day was. As soon as I come home, maybe I start asking you hey, can we go eat this today? I don't let you know I haven't ate anything at all, but I'm going to ask if we can go out to eat. Maybe I tell you you're beautiful because 2 weeks ago you told me I'm beautiful and that made me really feel good. And now I want to say, hey mom, you look beautiful today. Or, something as little as this, can dramatically impact and change your relationships and dynamics with those around you. Truly, honestly, sincerely. This shows love, pure love. They'll hear that you love them. They'll hear that you care about them. And we all need that. We all need that, because I guarantee you, if you ask me how was school today, that does not show me that you care about my mental health. That does not show me that you care about my physical well-being. It does not show that you appreciate me, or like that you value me, or that you actually care about me, you know? It just doesn't. It just doesn't. And maybe that's not what you intend, but that's what it is, honestly. So, yeah, that's really honestly all I have to say. Like, please don't ask, how was school? Ask any of the questions that I said today, or come up with your own. But also, again, I would like to reiterate, don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Like, don't ask me if I'm drinking water every 2 seconds, because otherwise I'm literally going to block your number. um, Maybe you send me things that can make me smile, and then, like, when I get home, you can be like, hey, did you like that? And I'd be like, actually, I haven't even opened it. Oh, let me stop. Let me actually not go there. But again, actually, that's honesty. Like, for real. Like, you will develop a sense of honesty, a sense where I don't have to, because these questions also make it harder. It's kind of like reverse psychology in a way. Like, instead of you being like, how was school? And I say good, instead of like you asking me if I ate, like, yes, I could still lie to you, but at the same time, it's going to be much harder, and I'm going to feel much more guilty saying, no, like, yes, I've ate, versus, and then I'm going to think about it. Like, it just makes you think. Like, these questions make you think. Or, like, if you ask me what made me smile today, I'm going to have a harder time coming up with a lie for that rather than good when you ask me how school was, you know? You picking up what I'm putting down. So, that's really all I have for this episode. I hope you're all doing well, feeling well, smelling well, being well, looking well, taking care of yourselves, be gentle with yourselves, and yeah, thank you for tuning in to the Colorfully Conscious podcast. It is always a pleasure, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your existence. If you love what you heard and would love to hear more, please don't hesitate to support me by going to anchor.fm/colorfullyconscious/support to help further this podcast journey. Thank you so much.